everybody, I'm Joey Parr with GeekTyrant.com, and this is,
Billy.
We are here at CinemaCon 2023 in Las Vegas, and we just got out of The Flash. We saw The Flash. It was the very first public screening of the film. There's been a lot of hype building up for this movie.
A lot.
A ton of hype. James Gunn says it's one of the best superhero movies ever made. Tom Cruise called up the director to be like, hey man, I loved your movie, guy.
Right.
And now we saw it. Like, we bought into the hype. The trailers that have come out have been pretty incredible. Like, there's
Super
a lot
incredible.
of cool stuff. There's a lot of stuff to love in those trailers. And so we're like, all right, can they get the story right? Can they take all of this stuff that they've been building up and give us a coherent, good story that is going to make fans jump up out of their chairs and cheer with joy and excitement?
And yes.
Yes!
They absolutely did.
Holy cow!
This is one of those times where, okay, so we got to see a rough version of it. The effects weren't fully rendered yet, but it didn't matter. Nothing about that mattered because the story was so solid and the acting was so good. It blew me away. Like, there were so many tears in this theater, it wasn't even funny.
Okay, look. We're not going to spoil anything
Not a
for you,
thing.
first of all.
No.
I'm not going to spoil it, but I'm going to tell you a couple of things. Like, for example, the first hour of the movie is building character development. We're getting to know the situation that Barry Allen's in. We're learning about kind of his lifestyle now and what life is like for him. He's still trying to get his dad out of prison. And so there's this, and he's also still dealing with the fact that his mom died and he's really having a hard time moving on with his life, and he keeps looking back at the past as he's trying to get his dad out of jail. So there's a lot going on in Barry's life. He's really feeling overwhelmed, okay? And then he gets to this point in the middle of the film where he's like, well, I'm going to change things. And then I'm going to stop there, and I'm not going to say a lot of things, but you've seen the trailer, so
Yes.
you know he comes in contact with another version of the Flash. You know that he meets Michael Keaton's Batman. Okay, so let's stop right
We're
there.
stopping.
Let's stop here.
But let me just tell you guys, you've seen the trailer. It doesn't even, it barely scratches the surface of what you're going to see in this movie. And I'm so thankful for that. I'm thankful that they didn't give away these big story arc elements that make you go, holy crap. And it makes you really sad.
And I'm not really going to stop there. I'm going to keep going just a
Oh,
little bit further.
Little further.
A little bit.
Join us on this.
I'm not going to spoil anything. Don't
Nothing.
worry. I just want to kind of talk about Michael Keaton's Batman because he was the main reason why I was so excited about this movie. I was so stoked that Michael Keaton was coming back as Batman, and to see him back in action was really, really cool. Now, in 1989, I remember seeing the first Batman movie with Michael Keaton at the Man Chinese Theater or it's not even the Man Chinese, in the Chinese Theater in downtown Hollywood, and it was such an amazing experience. I still have that whole experience embedded in my brain,
Right.
and so now I'm seeing it all these years later. He's back, and it's
my
so
goodness.
cool. It's awesome.
It was amazing. There's a lot I want to say about it, but please, the hype is real. Enjoy the movie.
But I'm going to keep talking.
He's going to keep talking. I can't say anything because it'll bring up emotions that I had during the movie, and I'm not ready to deal with that yet.
I'm ready to deal with it.
He is. He certainly is.
So, real quick. So, you also know Supergirl's in the movie, okay?
Yes.
Sasha Callie?
Yes.
Is that her name? Okay. She was awesome.
Amazing.
So, like, I'm like, they introduced this character, and I'm like, yes.
Yeah. Sold.
She was great as Supergirl.
I couldn't get enough of her. Just the anger, the emotions that she brought.
Anger, emotions?
Yeah.
You're going too far, dude.
No, anger and emotions. That's where we're going with this. But she brought a presence to the screen that very few people have. There's very few DC superheroes that have brought what she brought to the table in
Yes,
this
so
movie.
they're trying to figure everything out in the middle of the movie. And then, all I'm going to say, the last hour of the movie...
There are no words for the last hour of the movie.
Is amazing. It is...
I mean, it's the word that we can use, but it doesn't do us justice.
I'm not even going to say anything other than gush about how awesome it was. And unless you experience for yourself, you're just not going to know.
Right.
Like, you could be thinking like, oh yeah, whatever. But when you see this film play out and how it ends, you're just... Guys, it was awesome.
It was awesome. It was amazing. I can't wait to see it with other people. Like, people that haven't seen it yet. I want to see their emotions.
I know. There were moments in the movie where I was yelling. I was like, I don't want to say what I was yelling because like I was spoiling stuff.
But he wasn't the only one. At certain beats, everybody in the theater just erupts.
Like, there were things where you're just like, whoa, yes, this is happening.
Yep.
Like,
oh my gosh.
Oh.
I wish I could tell you. But we can't. But yes.
We're going to leave it there.
Oh, perfect.
I want to keep talking, but after we'll talk about this movie again later after it comes out in theaters. But for now, this is just our first initial reaction. The Flash. You know, if you're on the fence, if you're not a DC person or whatever, still go see this movie. You will not be sorry that you saw it.
I'm going out on a limb here, and you can laugh at me if you want, but out of every DC movie ever made, I'm putting it easily in the top 4.
Every DC movie?
Every DC movie.
I need time to digest before I start ranking it.
It just got ranked.
Okay.
Top 4. I don't know where it sits because you've got the original Superman, you've got the original Batman, you've got the Dark Knight, and then you've got the Flash. I'm just saying that's where it sits with me. He's gonna figure it out, but
I need to screen it a few more times before I
at least 5 more times.
But anyway, thank you for watching. This is our reaction video for The Flash. Don't forget to visit GeekTyrant.com and hope you're enjoying these videos.
Yeah, follow us. We've got more to come.
Yeah. See ya.